I embarrassed Cam the other day. For those of you that don't know, Cam is employed, and he sent me a picture that he said everyone knows, and I didn't understand it even a little bit. It's a ball pit. And honestly, to me, this looks like the beginning of like a Taskmaster challenge or something. I didn't get this at all. And this was not actually what he meant to send me. He was using this as an example of things that are happening more and more often. And so he has curated a list of links to walk me through not only the ball pit, but the most recent event scam that has happened. And I'll say it, it has to do with Bridgerton. And I did scroll through this and it is so fucking funny to me. Yeah, the Bridgerton thing, you've seen that? It takes something for me, an introvert, to like go out and do something. And if I was like a fan, like imagine I bought a ticket to a League of Legends event and I wore like a League of Legends outfit. I'm dressed like Teemo or something that it would be embarrassing for me, but I love the game and maybe I'd do it. And then I show up and it's like bad and there's like pictures. I'm getting fifth hand cringe and they should not be embarrassed. The organizers should be embarrassed. They put themselves out there and now they're subjected to the worst thing in the world. It's like all they want is a fucking Bridgerton experience and we can't even give that to them. But that's not what we're here to talk about first. We're here to talk about this ball pit. And I am starting at literally nothing. Dashcon was a convention organized by and for the core community members and why wasn't it called TumblrCon? My understanding of Tumblr was that it was a weblog website, and then it was perhaps the best pornographic repository of all time. And then it was owned by Yahoo to be like a Shutterfly competitor. No, should we go to Tumblr? Is this a scary thing? Am I gonna get banned on Twitch? Okay, I'm gonna go to Tumblr and I'm gonna search my name. Oh, wait, this is cool. Hello? Oh wait, is Tumblr just good art again? Yeah, this does rock unequivocally. Wait, I wanna go to Dashcon. After successfully completing, what year was this? Oh, a fundraiser in 2013. The inaugural convention took place in Schaumburg, Illinois during the second weekend of July 2014. This picture has existed on the internet since 2014? I want to make clear that's a decade. I feel like I'm exploring the ruins of the Titanic. One of the most highly anticipated events at the convention was a live performance and Q&A session by the staff members of popular podcast series Welcome to Night Vale. However, the event had to be dropped from the program as a result of misallocation of funds by the organizers, an extra hour in the ball pit. Some Dashcon attendees also pointed out that one of the most memorable attractions at the convention was a colorful children's ball pit in an otherwise mostly empty room. This is like a meme, right? There's no way that they had a fully empty room. Like it takes talent to actively make something as bad but also as funny as the world's smallest ball pit in a fully empty room. And to be fair, when we see like another angle of it, there is a bounce house, right? So it's kind of like, it's not that bad. Following the cancellation of the Welcome to Night Vale appearance, rumors began to spread on Tumblr that the convention organizers were trying to appease the angry attendees by offering an extra hour in the ball pit in compensation. I want to know if it was like a free-for-all ball pit, or if they're giving an extra hour, maybe that means that they're only letting a couple people in at the same time. But imagine if you're waiting in line for the ball pit and the guy in front of you has the hour pass and he's just sitting in the ball pit forever. Soon, many attendees at the convention, as well as Tumblr users who were remotely following the story through the hashtag, began making mockeries of the ball pit as the primary attraction of the entire event. As the weekend progressed, the Dashcon and hashtag ball pit tags accumulated large numbers of posts on Tumblr. In addition to several side rumors surrounding the ball pit, such as its deflation, it being urinated in, or having a child conceived in it. As the news of the disastrous turnout at the convention continued to spread on Tumblr, it became known that the organizers had raised more than 17,000 USD in emergency donations to continue hosting the event at the venue. Combined with the moderately high admission price of $65 for the weekend pass, the emergency fundraiser soon prompted suspicions that the convention is little more than a money-grabbing scheme. Official explanation. Oh, did they actually give us a budget? They had to raise $17,000 to pay an outstanding balance billed by the venue. Dude, this is like the meme of like water, $5, ball pit, $20, giant convention center that we will not use all the space in, $17,000. How are we gonna balance this budget? Is this context real? Live producer is telling me in my ear that this event was made by a 15-year-old. Dashcon was organized and paid $40,000 for a convention center by a 15-year-old? No wonder they wanted the ball pit, man. O'Neill said she was the target of pointed criticism from Tumblr users. She said she even received death threats over her perceived role in the event, which is actually really sad. I think, first of all, this was the first kind of convention of its kind. It was one of the first times people on social media, as far as I know, decided to have a convention just for themselves, by themselves. When we began, nobody was professional. Nobody knew what they were doing. They were just enthusiastic and excited. I was also literally a minor, she added. Maybe don't bury the lead, O'Neill. O'Neill is still friends with the people she met at the event. Wait, what? Who are we? Who are we to make fun of her? And make fun of the ball pit. She's made lifelong friends at this event? People who actually went there had a good time? One person laughs a little too loudly and lets loose a little bit of urine in the ball pit. We've all laughed too loud and pissed our pants, right? It's like a thing that happens. And all of a sudden, holy shit, the ball pit. We're not pocket watching and saying this shouldn't have been $40,000. We're not smile watching and saying these people didn't have fun. I'm just gonna sit here and say, thank God Dashcon happened. And that maybe this event wasn't as much of a scam as these other events. The next one on the list is Fyre Festival. Now that one is really a scam, right? In the Bahamas where they sold all these tickets and then people went there and didn't have any water and also kind of died. Promoted by celebrities including Kylie Jenner and Bella Hadid, the event was said to be the most luxurious music festival that ever happened. Sadly, it never happened. None of the contractors were paid, musical acts were canceled, and investors were cheated out of their money. Around $27 million, by the way. The difference between a $40,000 Dashcon with heart and a $27 million scam trying to get these goddamn crypto boomers out there, it just doesn't mean anything to me. Long live Dashcon, fuck Fyre Festival. This is the dinner that Fyre Festival promised was catered by Steven Starr. Bread, cheese, and salad with dressing. Europeans see this and go, ooh, what a good lunch. A view of the luxury food court with some luxury school bus transportation at Fyre Festival. The problem with the world is fucking marketers. I actually think this, because if you had just said like, hey, we will have lunch, all right, that's fine. Where's lunch at? The outdoor cafeteria. If you got your lunch in the outdoor cafeteria, you'd be like, this is shit, but honestly, it's fine. But if you were supposed to get a catered lunch by Steven Starr in a VIP, what was it called? A luxury food court, this is not what you want to see. Crazy clip from the documentary on Fyre Festival.
Customs had said to Billy and the gang, you need to pay us $100.
Sorry, is he using a voice changer? Is he trying to remove these clips from the internet? What the fuck is wrong with this? It's like one of those guys that does an interview for America's Most Wanted but doesn't want to be seen on camera, but they forgot to put the shadow thing on him. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know exactly where the bank robber went.
But it's just him.
You need to pay us $175,000 in cash today for us to release the water. I went down. Well, Billy called me. I'm going to speak completely,
So wait, Customs in the Bahamas asked for, was it a bribe of $175,000 to get the water?
Oh my gosh, I've been taking something for the team every day. He said, well, you're our wonderful gay leader.
Hello?
And we need you to go down. Will you suck dick to fix this water problem?
No way!
If you will go down and suck Cunningham's dick, who's the head of customs, and get him to clear all of the containers with water, you will save this festival. And I literally drove home, took a shower, I drank some mouthwash. I'm like, oh my gosh, and I got into my car to drive across the island to take one for the team. And I got to his office fully prepared to suck his dick.
Did he do it? Wait, they fucking dropped off the climax. I imagine not. Would you do this for off-brand? I don't think so. You know what? I don't think off-brand would ask me to. I will say that if I was ever in a situation where I was being interviewed for a Netflix documentary about like a zany circumstance, and I know I just talk shit about marketers for lying, I would lie about literally everything. I would make up every story. I would say that they asked me to suck a dick and take one for the team. I would say that I got lost in the Bahamian wilderness and had to build fires and shit. I think this is an opportunity Netflix doesn't give a shit what's true, right? These filmmakers just want juice. And I would give them juice. I would give them more juice than they could handle. Just like that customs officer. That's the last of Fyre Festival. We also have the Willy Wonka one, which I heard about. If you don't remember, it was advertised in the UK. A wonderful treat for the imagination. The new Willy Wonka movie's coming out, or Wonka is coming out with Timothée Chalamet. You too can experience what it's like to go in Wonka's chocolate factory. And it turned out to look a little something like this.
What is that? It's the unknown.
It's great that I haven't seen these clips.
What is that?
I have only heard the Willy Wonka thing talked about in podcast form. I've never seen it. Sorry, he said it's the unknown.
What is that? It's the unknown.
No. And it's behind a mirror and a towel, and this kid's like a little bit freaked out. Please call it a Willy Wonka inspired experience in Glasgow. I never know how to pronounce it, and I don't want people to be mean to me, as families demand refunds. Wait. Can I say something controversial? This doesn't look as bad as I expected it to look. This looks way better. Dude, look at these mushrooms. That's the best picture? Yeah, but if you're giving me an article about it, I want you to lead with your worst picture, Janess Mitchell. Organizer, House of Illuminati. Wait. The organizer of the event is called House of Illuminati. The creator of the Willy Wonka experience has issued an apology. Look at the gummy bear. Wait, the gummy bear is flames. That's the unknown. The unknown is fucking terrifying. What is this a... Sorry, this could be mean. I was going to say, is this supposed to be an Oompa Loompa, or is this just a person from Glasgow? Both. Whoopsies. I'm sorry. Willy, we have to cook. Yeah. Sorry, can't send me some other pictures here. Event canceled by House of Illuminati. Contact this. Sorry. And this gummy bear with what seems to be a bunch of cups of water, which is already better than Fyre Festival, baby. Despite advertisements pledging a journey filled with wondrous creations and enchanting surprises, families instead describe the experience as an absolutely appalling and waste of money on social media. It is like some candy cane shit here. Obviously, it doesn't look like this, but like it's fine. Like 40 bucks, that's a little too much. You make it $20 and you throw a ball pit on this stage, and I'm saying, fuck it. We move on. This is fine. We started with the ball pit, all so we could learn about the newest, the latest, and greatest in event scamming. I am talking about the Bridgerton ball scam in Detroit that this person, Rachel Eaton, no D's nuts jokes please, and hundreds of others spent $300 on. I think this picture says it all. And it feels really bad to me knowing that this is going to be a scam, how much effort these people spent on their Bridgerton inspired outfits. And honestly, I presume the men and women who went to the Bridgerton ball were so unbelievably horny. If I understand Bridgerton right, it is like obviously a step below a lot of these romance novels that people are reading, but it's like you're watching Bridgerton and you're trying to like, I don't know, I'm going to pull up my petticoat a little bit, right? I'm going to take off my glove and you can see my hand. I will say that the people that went to this Bridgerton ball, if you came as a couple, you were fucking that night. You know what I mean? Like there were no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you came single, you were looking to meet up with someone and maybe have a little fun. And so the thought that you paid $300 and had the expectations of a happy ending and you got boomed feels so fucking bad.
Good.
Yeah, they deserve to be fleeced a little bit. No, they didn't deserve to be fleeced a little bit. No, sorry. Did you take that as me saying that they should feel bad? I'm feeling bad for them because they had their money stolen, they had their fucking Riz stolen, and they had their joy stolen. You know what I mean? Spend 40 minutes taking their clothes off for 5 minutes of Victorian sex? 5 minutes? Casanova over here. Yeah, they're blue-balled and poor. Sorry, we'll follow Rachel's thread here. For starters, never go to an event that's being run by Uncle and Me LLC. Maybe even more advice, if you're trying to name your LLC, maybe I am in the wrong, but Uncle and Me does not feel good. You know what I mean? Uncle and Me feels like something you'd have to tell a cop when they pick you up early from school to ask you some questions. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what about like, I don't know, family event planning services or something. Disorganized, dishonest, and will take your money guilt-free. They somehow have 1,500 followers, probably mostly from the Bridgerton ball. The event was originally planned for August. It was canceled and rescheduled for September 22nd, and I ended up getting sick and couldn't go. They did not provide refunds, nor did they respond to anyone's email asking for one. At that point, I knew I got scammed. Due to unforeseen circumstances, Beacon Park, our original venue, has canceled our event as of Tuesday evening. Beacon Park, in conjunction with the castle, was initially chosen to accommodate all of our guests with a combined capacity of 10,000. Bridgerton's popular, but I don't think you're going to get 10,000 people in Detroit to go to a Bridgerton ball. Am I crazy? In light of this, we have secured a new, larger venue. Wait, I'm seeing in chat that the unforeseen circumstance is they didn't pay the deposit? The company lied, saying the original venue wouldn't accommodate their guests. They originally tried having it at my job, and we had to cancel it because they wouldn't pay the remaining money to rent the venue. My fear when I see this in a comment is like the people on my YouTube that just fucking lie. These pics are from Channel 7 news story about it. Since I didn't actually go, glad I didn't. People waited outside in the rain to get into an overcrowded first floor. I'm going to say the building looks kind of nice. The rain sucks, but what are you going to do? I mean, this just looks normal. At this point, besides maybe some signage saying it's in here, I have no problems with it. Well into the event, there was nothing to do. People were bored and just sat on their phones. Do you think this is like the venue's walls, or did they hang these? And this carpet is definitely not Bridgerton era, I don't think. When you're at the point where you don't even have enough chairs and people are just sitting on their phones, you've definitely fucking lost the plot. The live music advertised was this poor lone violin player. Like the guys on the Titanic just playing music while everyone died. She had to go down with the Bridgerton ship, just playing her violin alone, hoping that people would dance. Backdrops and decor on Party City / Dollar General level. Don't besmirch Party City, by the way. They didn't even pay the photographer, and the pictures were a hassle to get if you didn't have AirDrop. Wait, they were shooting with an iPhone? Well, yeah, they didn't pay the photographer. It was probably the event organizer. This doesn't look very good, unfortunately. The chairs are kind of nice. Am I crazy? You had to airdrop them? Fair enough. That creates so many fun opportunities to prank people airdropping stuff, but I digress. I wasn't at the Bridgerton ball. Food apparently ran out after an hour, and some was raw. No one was there to pick up plates, so you had to deal with strangers' leftovers yourself. Oh, man, not even theming, like paying to have your catering themed. This is like football themed catering, and it looks like they're eating SpaghettiOs. Not to talk shit about SpaghettiOs. I have no problem with SpaghettiOs, but it's definitely not like Bridgerton pilled. So this is just what tables look like after the first guests. You just leave all your nasty shit. Not even a trash can. At a certain point, you would do your own. You would take your own plate away. The dancing they had was... Wait, what? Is this real or is this a meme? Why would you have a stripper at the Bridgerton event?
I don't remember this in Bridgerton.
Dude, this is so tough. Imagine being the violinist, the stripper, the catering. Like, the show must go on. You're getting paid. But this is so tough. Don't say why are people not dancing? Why is there a stripper? Yeah, honestly, if it was a stripper in Bridgerton fit, it's kind of funny and kind of good. I wanted a sexy event, but this is not frat bro sexy, which is what this is, right? Like a stripper. We want nerd sexy, which is kind of like them dressed up as Bridgerton sitting in a corner, like talking hot and heavy. You know, I'm sure a lot of people have gone through this experience in high school or their young adult life where you're like, oh, you won't be able to handle me. Like after our date, oh, I'm going to be an animal in bed. And then you go on the date and you're like, they're nervous. You don't say the thing or they don't say the thing. You know what I mean? That's like the nerd sex appeal that they want. Like sexting on the phone, but not really saying the thing in person. Yeah, moon type beat. Exactly. That's the kind of shit, talking like that to each other, but then maybe not acting like that in person, but then maybe going home and actually doing the thing, because I'll tell you, nerds fuck sometimes, that's for sure. Besides the lackluster event itself, they promised a cash prize to the best dressed. It didn't happen. That they choose a diamond of the season like they do in the show / other Bridgerton inspired balls didn't have it. What's a diamond of the season? Is that like prom queen? And had an itinerary with contradicting information. Damn, of course. Really hope this ends in a lawsuit because I want my $300 back. Before you y'all call me gullible. I know I am. Still not my fault. Don't scam people. Yeah, come on, man. I just don't understand. Like, everyone wants to get rich quick, and these people are like 50% away from just starting a business. You know what I mean? If I'm Unc and Friends or whatever, what was it? Unc and Son? I can't remember their name. Uncle and Me LLC. All I have to do is set expectations more reasonably, put more effort in, maybe make less money, and you could be an actual event organizer that creates an event that people like. You know what I mean? Instead, you're just scamming, and then you can only do that once. Come along as I find out I got scammed by the Uncle and Me Bridgerton ball. See, this is like the couple just wants to have fun. They love Bridgerton. Fake topiary background. Yeah, the thought that they couldn't even afford the fake grass wall and they have a fake grass wall rules. The event was at 7 p.m. Event started at 6 p.m. Hadn't even walked in and over 60 people left. People leaving told me to just go bar hopping with them. That actually would be a vibe. The Bridgerton crew bar hop. No security, no check-in, no organizer. You could have gone for free?
Just us pretending to have a good time because
This was when I thought it couldn't get any worse. Little did I know. Wait, what's she saying?
have a good time because it sucks.
Oh, we're just here to have a good time even though it sucks. Uncle and Me LLC, no food, no drinks, not enough chairs or tables, no performers, no organizer in sight. Just got here and everyone is telling me it's not even worth the walk-in. Me thinking it wasn't gonna get any worse. They hired a stripper. Oh no, food line at 9 p.m. Attendees were saying the chicken was raw and cups were being reused. Dude, those flowers would be expensive. If you've ever bought flowers for an event, fake ones or real ones, this shit expensive as hell. That's where all their money went. Thank you for my joint POV. Ended up at a steakhouse because I didn't get to eat. And here's the crazy thing. You got a story at least. The thing that's maybe most in common between the events is they rent a space that is way too big and expensive for their needs and then put one tiny thing in the middle of it. Whether it's grass wall or ball pit or stripper, they really shoot for the moon and they don't land on the clouds. They land straight on the earth. So the question we set out to answer was, what is this ball pit? Why is there piss in this ball pit? Why are so many people trying to scam with events? And my answer to that is, there's nothing more fucking American than trying to get ahead by scamming other people. It might as well be our national pastime. If you think that we are gonna shame these people enough to stop doing it, you'd be wrong. We're gonna do it next week. We're gonna do it the week after. We're gonna do it in Michigan. We're gonna do it in LA. And honestly, we're gonna import this to your countries. We're gonna do it in Glasgow. We're gonna do it in London. Because that's what it means to be an American. It means we think that one day, if we scam our event hard enough, we too can be a douchebag on the internet like Elon Musk. Thank you for watching.